hello, welcome in. How are you guys doing today? So I thought it would be fun to do a little um, women live or whatever you want to call it. If you know people want to pop in and say hi, we could do a little crafting together. Well, I mean, you could just I don't know chit chat with me and you know do all the things. So absolutely. I am on my, well, you can see this. This is the last square on my current um, row. So, yeah, this is Cat Bookshelf by Randall Spangler. I'm trying to, yeah. Looks like this. It's very cute and adorable, and yeah, it's very cute. I am working sideways, so we are up here. Let's see if I can get maybe some more light. That help? Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I think that might help. So yeah, cute little kitty cat. This is, of course, Squirrels. It's an 87 by 70 centimeter kit. It's an old one. No, I'm not started. I bought this back in 2022, I think. So yeah. Okay, so I'm doing this one as a part of my Year of the Cats event that I am hosting myself. It's literally just a paint along, so just fun. And yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Do we have any ones? No. So right now I have a little bit of glare from my lamp over there, so I have a hard time seeing what's going on. Hang on. I need my drills. This is, as you can see, this is an old kit because it has the old way of doing ABs. This is 134. This was back when they still had ABs as anything below 150. So, yeah. Oh, you do have quite a lot of AB in this one, in this square. This is also back when they do iridescence crystals. They also did glow in the dark drills, if I remember correctly. But there were no fairy dust or frosted drills or stuff like that. Maybe they had metallics. I can't remember. But mostly you would just have ABs in your kits, which is fine. I mean, it is absolutely fine. And since this is a lot of color blogging in this section, there's a lot of AB color blocking. I am going to do checkerboarding. Oh, this is a weird one. This one is almost frosted. You see that? Maybe we should do it like this. It's like frosted. The coating is weird. So that one goes out the window. Well, not out the window, but So yeah. Let's see if anybody wanna pop in and say hi. If not, well, maybe people will watch it on replay. And if you are watching on replay, please do the hashtag replay. Let me know how you're doing. I appreciate every one of you popping in and say hi. So yeah. But yeah, I am not a fan of doing color blocking in the first place, but doing AB color blocking, yeah, no. No. That is not going to happen. I have tried that a few times, and I always end up with a bunch of the coating being stripped off, no matter what kind of putty or whatnot I'm using, it's just stripped off somehow. So this is what I do when I do these big patches of AB. And it works. Plus, I don't know if anybody else feels this, but I like the look of checkerboarding. I think it looks good. And then, if it's a really big, there's a hole in this one. You can make different patterns and whatnot when you're doing it like this if you feel like it. You can do hearts, you can write stuff. Yeah, so many fun things you can do with checkerboarding. Right now, though, I am just working and doing nothing fun about it. Just needs to get the dwells down. Not that we're in any hurry or anything. I just feel like getting the dwells down. I started this one, was it last Sunday or Saturday? I started it on the 10th. That would have to be last Saturday. Yeah, right? No, Sunday. Okay, now my brain is confused. When was the 10th? When was the 10th? Hang on. No. Yes, the 10th was last Sunday. Okay. So, 8 days. Kimber! Hi, honey. How are you? Welcome in. How are you doing, honey? So, yeah, 8 days I've been working on this one. And I haven't even finished a row yet. I don't know, for some reason I've become slower than usual with this diamond painting thing. But I also, find myself being distracted with things I want to read or these silly little cell phone games, little mind games. I like to, I don't know, kind of train your brain a little. I don't know. Stop it. Thank you. I don't do mahjong or sudoku or whatever they call all of these little things. Oh, I'm so sorry, Kimber, that your depression is winning. I hope that maybe you can get a little reprieve while listening to my ramblings as usual. Kimber, I mean it when I say you can always contact me. It isn't just something I say. So if you ever need, to reach out to somebody, I am here. I mean it. Miriam, hi love, how are you? Did you have a long day? Busy day? I have had I don't know, I've been tired today. So, no, no, nothing really happening here. I've just uploaded my log for my members and been sleeping. So, yeah. Uh, I see Miriam. Oh, no, sorry, Kimber. Hope you feel better soon. Depression sucks. It really does. Miriam is good. Just got back from work. Miriam says, a bit busy, but treated myself to a manicure. Maybe I should do something like that with my hands and fingers always look like they need something. But I don't do well with stuff like that. And my nails are so brittle that even using the press on nails, my nails need a break. So yeah. And right now I have I wanna wait with doing anything until Paris. I wanna do some nail things down there, you know? Wanna try to be fancy. Uh, let's see, Kimber, I watched your video last night. You said you can diamond pin when tired. Thank God you don't have this. Yeah, I'm so sorry you're suffering. I really am sorry, Kimber. Do you get help treating your depression? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. This is, kind of public, so you don't have to. So, yeah. But I tend to sometimes I just fall asleep in the middle of doing things, which is why it's always a good thing to go live or something, because then I'm chit chatting and there is less chance of me falling asleep. So even though it has happened, I'm pretty sure, in at least a few ribbon chats, and then I've had to, either start over or stop filming and delete something. So yeah. Those are the really, really bad, very tired days, fatigue days, call it whatever you want. But yeah, those days do happen when I can literally just stand up and sleep. Oh, yeah, that has happened too, by the way. Me standing up, falling asleep. That is not recommendable. Not recommendable. I have also sat on a chair on a ferry falling asleep. Also not recommendable. When you more or less fall off the chair in the middle of a restaurant. That is not recommendable. People look at you weirdly. I mean, I don't get sleep, but yeah, maybe others do. Let's see, Kimber. No, I tried to download the Instagram. I ended Mia's life with KFS and I can't find you. Oh, on Instagram, I don't think I used Mia's life with KFS. I think I just used my name. Hang on. Hang on. Um, yeah, I just used my name there. And I will put in the link. Copy, copy. And let's get back here. There you go. This is my name on Instagram. Literally just my name. So yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should one day just change it into Years Life with KFS, and then people can. I don't know if that'll be easier for people. In the beginning, when I did my YouTube channel, this one has a hole too. I just used my name, you know, it was just my name as well. And then my lives is where I use Years Life with KFS. And then at some point, I just changed it. So, yeah, got it. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Kimber. I'm so, I really do appreciate you watching them. So you're the one who's been keeping my view numbers up the past few days, I'm guessing. And my videos don't get a whole lot of views normally, but I've just been noticing, oh, somebody's been watching my videos, which I really do appreciate. So thank you so much. I see, Kimber, you'd think I get used to it after years, but it's horrible. What did you ask? I feel dumb. Oh, I asked if you're in, you know, get treatment for your depression, medication or something, or go to talk therapy. How many dogs do you have? Miriam, did you have dinner yet? It's important to have dinner. And it's late and you're in too. I mean, it's 8:30. So you're just making some. That's good, Miriam. What are you making? Mm, okay, thank you. My grocery shop didn't arrive, so I'm a bit stuck for what to have. Oh no, that sucks. I see, Kimber, I got you. Thanks. Oh yeah. Miriam, it's 9 here. Maybe I'll just have some veggie chicken nuggets. I think it's all I have. Yeah, maybe some bread too or something. I'm not sure. It has rye bread taken its thing in the UK. I mean, rye bread is a staple in every household over here. I wouldn't. Yeah, it's an easy solution. At least it is for me. Sometimes it's just this one is weirdly dull too. And sometimes if I don't feel like doing anything, I would just do some rye bread, which I love. And see, Kimber had her groceries misplaced too. Oh no, that's no fun. Well, I don't do delivery of groceries. I prefer going out there myself, pick my vegetables, and. Plus, it's not really a big thing here with the delivery. It's mostly I'm stuck to my canvas. It's mostly old people, elderly people getting grocery deliveries if they don't have family members that can help out. So, yeah, or neighbors that can help them get whatever they need. So, yeah, come on, you. Thank you. You need to keep an eye on these. There's a hole in that of these. That's how you also know these are old drills. Back then, it seems that there were more issues. Um, it's interesting using tweezers. I love using my tweezers, Kimber. Oh, you mean long ago? Okay. Uh, Miriam, I wish I had a supermarket near me or a car. I miss shopping in person. You don't have anything near you? I thought that, in the neighborhoods there would be shopping, supermarkets and stuff like that. I mean, we have a little grocery market like 5 minutes away, but mostly David and I do drive 15 minutes to go to the big grocery store where we usually get, most of our food and whatnot because they have everything that we use and need. It's only, if we need, I don't know, if we run out of milk or whatever, that I will run up to that little grocery store. Or they have the best carrots, they have the best bananas. So I will usually go up there to buy that. So they do have things up there where I'm like, okay, I go buy my stuff up there. I see Miriam. Mia is a tweezer magician. She can multi-place with tweezers. It amazes me. Yeah, it's quite easy actually for me. For me. Um, I see Miriam. No, there's not much near me for some reason. There's usually a local supermarket in most parts of London. We're just slightly far on my street. Oh, yeah. Okay. That sucks. Yeah, the multi-placing with tweezers is fun. I love that. Usually I stick to three, but I can go to five. It's hard with ABs though. For some reason, multi-placing with ABs is a bit harder than the regular drills. No idea why. It just is. Maybe because the coating goes down a bit over the sides. I don't know. But with the ABs, I prefer to stick to three at a time. Yeah, I can. I mean, look, I have four right here. So, yeah, I can do it. But it is fun. And it just takes a little practice. And tweezers that aren't too pointy. That's what I've learned. Your tweezers can't be killer tweezers, murder tweezers. They have to have a bit of a blunt end, not completely blunt, of course, even though you could do that, of course, but yeah, they can't be these stabbing like stab tweezers. So if you can find tweezers like that, it's just a matter of practicing. I mean, nobody starts out with blazing 5 doors at a time. You can start out with two. That's what I did, and then you learn the how much pressure you can put on because you can't press too hard on your drills when doing that. Then they just go flying. And I have a feeling that's the mistake that a lot of people do when they want to multi-place with tweezers is that they they put too much pressure on them. Lee Ann, hi honey, how are you? Let's see, Miriam, I have a day off tomorrow, so after I do all my chores, I'm hoping to diamond paint all afternoon. Yay! I just finished watching your ribbon chat, Leanne. Just didn't get to um comment because I tried to move my recording arm and now I can't get my um keyboard out. It's like, darn it, I didn't think of that. Because filming at this area, and usually I have my recording arm sitting here, that makes it really, really hard when you want to film in this sense. So, yeah. Miriam says hi to Leanne. Oh, you're welcome. I will go in and comment. I just need to be finished with my live at some point. Whenever I feel like people gotten enough of me, I will stop and yeah. Uh, okay, let's see. I love the screen. Oh, stop. Shush. Okay. Yeah, you're following me, Kimber. Thank you. I see. Oh, yeah, no worries, Mia. If I watch on TV, I can't comment either. No, that's true. I rarely watch on my TV, and I think the only times I've watched YouTube on my TV is when Rosa wanna watch some cartoon thingies, or when she wanted to watch some of you know music videos, like back when she was into watching Let It Go, the Frozen video, or stuff like that, or some of the children's songs. We have watched that on the TV, and that is David's YouTube, not mine. So he's like, "Do you have to do that on the TV?" I'm getting children's recommendations now. Like, it's not my fault that you put your YouTube up on the TV. I mean, that's not my fault. Just saying. I just go to the YouTube thingy and then use it. Miriam, never enough. No. Miriam doesn't have a TV anymore, but hoping to get one soon. Well, to be completely honest, I don't watch very much TV very much, so yeah. I am mostly in here at night when David is working, and I'm just using my computer because everyone has a fairly large screen. Not even sure how big my screen is. David knows that. I have no idea. I have no idea. There you go. So much A B. It's kind of interesting. I think they don't do that as much today in Diamond Art Club, but before they would do a lot of color blocking with the ABs. Is it just me? They don't do that very much anymore. Now it's mostly fairy dust or something that'll be color blocking. Maybe I've just bought diamond paintings where there isn't a lot of color blocking. Let's see. Kimber has an extra TV. 2. Oh, okay. Miriam, me neither. I am usually on YouTube on my devices. Leanne says hi to Kimber. Yeah, when we moved out here, we had 2 TVs because back in our old house, we had a TV in our bedroom. We rarely used it, but we had it. And when I was really suffering with my not depression, stress, I used it to sleep at night. I would have, the TV going for a movie, well, TV series or whatever, or just listening to music, just to have something that made noise that wasn't my head. So if I listened to music or whatever, my head would be quiet and I could fall asleep. But when we moved out here, there wasn't really anywhere we could have a TV in the bedroom. So we got rid of it. Another one with a hole in it. This is a bad batch of ABs. There's so many holes. Kimber would send it if she could. Ah, that's so sweet of you. But I'm pretty sure it would be way too expensive to send it to England where Miriam is. Okay. I think that's Miriam. Okay, but that is so sweet. Thanks for the thought. Yeah, that is so sweet, Kimber. So, Leanne, have you gotten any further on your new diamond painting? It looks pretty. Oh, I was wondering something, and now I can ask you instead of asking in the comments. So, does each of the 4 seasons come with their own package of thrills? Or are the ones that you kitted up for all 4 of them? I was thinking about that. Like, I wonder. Kind of like back when Diamond Art Club started, the mini dazzles where each little canvas would have its own package of drills. So silly, if you ask me. I'm glad they changed that. I know that a lot of people still would have preferred to keep it with everyone have their own, but yeah. I get it, but I don't get it. Uh, let's see. Hang on. Oh, Miriam, what are you guys working on at the moment? Well, I am working on my cat bookshelf, the last square. So yeah, let's see. Leanne, yes, each season comes with their own sticker sheet and drills. That's cool. Maybe it's easier because they each have their own color scheme. You haven't worked on it since the ribbon chat? Okay. Did you get your new reading glasses in today? Stop it. Thank you. Now, would you look at that? This is this pen has an old glue dot in it. So that is the one that I'm using for my ABs so that I don't rip off the coating. For some reason, I wish they could change the ABs, so that the coating would be covered with a very thin layer of resin. But I don't know if that would dull the sparkle. It might do that. I don't know. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, I'm working on the meadow from Unimate. Honestly, I wasn't liking it. Not sure if I will finish. No, still on readers. Really? You don't like it? How come? Is it the drills or... That's interesting since Anthony loved it. But his was all fairy dust. I don't know if there might be a difference between the regular drills and the fairy dust. I don't know. Huh. Let's see. You don't really like the square drills? Kind of want to hear because I know Anthony has been wanting to try one with regular drills, but they keep, being sold out whenever they're restocking. And I'm like, well, that's your own dang fault because you're telling everybody how much you like the diamond paintings, and now everybody is buying them. So yeah, that's his own fault that they keep selling out. My drill got away. Stop it. Thank you. Sometimes it's just so much easier to use the tweezers. This one has a lot of thingy. Uh, yeah, you know how some kids make you smile, you can't wait to start. Then you place the first drill and the thrill is gone. Yeah, yeah. But I'll finish it so I can give it a fair shot. Yeah, maybe at least give it uh, a few sections instead of just giving it a tenth of a section and decide you don't like it. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot one over there. I think this glue dot is getting a little too old for even my my ABs. That is the worst part of it. It's when the glue dot is getting less and less sticky, and you have the feeling that even your ABs are too hard to grab. That is where I start to use, lose my patience. You hear static, Kimber? I'm sorry. Do you all have static? I haven't changed anything. Come on. That is weird. I'm sorry. Mm. A little. Mm. Hang on. Did that do anything? I just tried to mute myself and then I don't know. Kimber is going to rest. Okay, then. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourself, okay? Yeah, have a nice rest, Kimber, and we'll talk soon, okay? Stop it. Hmm. Wonder how sticky. Is this one too sticky? Nope, that's better. Okay. I had been thinking about this one needed to get a new glue dot, so that might be the better choice. And then just stuff in a new glue dot in the other pen. Where did it go? Up there. The drill fell off my pen. I was like, where did it land? When it lands among drills of the same color, like, man, where did it go? But sometimes, when they land on their side, sideways, and you can't really see it. Ugh, that happens every now and then for me, and I'm like, where did my dang drill go? Then I find it 10 minutes later when I'm trying to place a drill right next to it. I'm like, what is that? And then it's just a drill that I lost earlier. I don't know. I'm a klutz. Can't help it. Yeah, and on Friday, the next episode of You Know the Drill will be released. So yay! I hope you will like the next episode. I still have a little research to do before it's released. I do all the links and whatnot. So I'm chasing everything that we mention and stuff like that. So usually Anthony is very good at um, getting editing done so that I have a chance of listening back and be like, okay, I need to find this shop. I need to find that shop. We mentioned this video. I need to find the link for that. So, yeah, that's cool. That is one of the things that I like. That is the research part of it. And I know Anthony absolutely despised that part. So I'm just glad to do it, you know, using Google and Facebook and YouTube to track down links. Let's see. Miriam's a bit behind on the podcast. We'll hopefully catch up tomorrow. Oh, don't worry. And I mean, they're each individual, so you don't have to watch them in order. They're just us chit chatting and sharing news and what we have had happen to us since last. And depending on Anthony and his editing, sometimes he he'll put stuff in that is us doing bloopers. Oh God, I hope he won't do my blooper yesterday. That was, my God, I don't even know what was going on in my brain yesterday. Well, in my defense, it was after midnight when we filmed. Okay, it was after midnight. So that's my defense. My brain kept inventing new names for things, for shops and whatnot. Yeah, it was interesting. And then Anthony was like, oh, no, 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 we were absolutely keeping this in. It's like, no, no, we were absolutely not keeping this in. Ah, dear. Miriam, oh, wow, after midnight. Yeah, yeah, Anthony had um, some lunch plans, and then it was after midnight before he came home, and we're like, so are you still up? Can we film? It's like, sure, why not? Give me 10 minutes. I need to go, you know, make something to drink, and I need to have a bathroom break before we sit down, and then I'm ready. So, yeah, and then, we chit chat for a bit before we actually start recording, and we chit chat for a little bit after. So before I knew it, it was about 1 in the morning, which it's fine. I don't get up. I don't usually go to bed before 1:32. But yeah, I don't know. For some, I think my brain usually starts to slow down. So all of a sudden, I had to be wide awake and focused, and my brain was like, "What?" It was fun. It was okay. We absolutely have to make a blooper video at one point because that's just hilarious. And the interview that we're doing on Friday is really, really exciting. But the most exciting part will be when we do the bonus episode where you get all of the interview. That will be fun. That one was really a lot of fun. And, it ended up being really long, so we have to cut out, well, not we, Anthony has to cut out a lot to keep it at, the 30 to 45 minutes. And that can be, I mean, I don't envy Anthony for having to do that because I know that interview went around 2 hours, but also a lot of chit chat in between and whatnot. But having to shorten that down, I mean, if you ask me, I wanted all of it. I was like, no, it was all great. I want all of it. But then we would have a 2.5 hour long podcast. And I lost it really again. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people would appreciate it podcast that long. My podcast is usually about an hour, so we try to keep it at that. An hour, 15, 20 minutes is absolutely max. So, yeah, that's, that is the plan anyway. I don't know. I think, yeah, most of the podcasts that I have ever listened to has all been around, the hour mark. So, yeah, I don't know. Are any of you listening to podcasts? What do you think? I mean, how long are the podcasts that you're listening to? I mean, I've even listened to some podcasts that are only around 30 minutes, which, to be completely fair, that would never work in a podcast where you have interviews. That will literally just be Anthony and I doing our thing. That one is around, 20, 30 minutes, depending on how much we have and how much he's cutting out of it. Okay, is this something I can just peel? I see Miriam. I listen to one comedy podcast, but each episode is around 40 minutes. See, I don't think I've had many podcasts that is more than an hour, 15 minutes. That's what we're trying to stick to. And sometimes it's easy because our interviews are pretty efficient. They stick to the close to half an hour. I think sometimes it also depends on the person we're interviewing. I think how I don't know how much they want to add to the question that they're answering. Sometimes we just end on a tangent. You start one place and then all of a sudden you're, oh, by the way, there was also this and this and that. Let's see. Leanne, I really only listen to y'all's podcast. You know what, Leanne? That is also the most important podcast to listen to. I'm telling you, that is the most important one. Anyway, at least I think it is. Yeah, Anthony has a lot of views when he on his on his video, which I like. That is cool. he gets all the views. But he has so many more um, stuff than I do. So it only makes sense, right? Uh, Hang on. There you go. Okay. Man, A, B, multiplacing. You know, I would wish sometimes that when they restock these older diamond paintings, now I know that I bought this back when it was released, so not a possibility. But when they restock some of the older diamond paintings, I wish that they would look into the render and then maybe change out some of the specials, Like, oh, would this maybe look better now that we have these drills to work with? Or I wonder if we had more colors to work with, would that do something? More definition, more detail. I don't know. But I also know that it takes time and money and whatnot. So, yeah, it would be nice though. So good. I have a new obsession on the Diamond Art Club web page. For some reason, I'm going in there a few times a week to see what they have discontinued. It's just interesting. I mean, and then when I don't know how many has been discontinued that I know I either have on my wish list or on my purchase list, I will go in and see, okay, so how many of whatever is on my purchase list is now discontinued, which is kind of fun. Like, oh, out of these 70 something kits, including my mini dazzles that I have purchased, now 20 something is discontinued. It's like, oh, now that's interesting. So either I have a really boring taste or I don't know. Why are y'all discontinuing the kits that I bought? Are you trying to tell me that I have a boring taste and you can't sell them? I mean, is that what you're trying to sell me? Tell me, not sell me. Oh, yeah, and I was jealous of you getting Universe in a jar. And I'm kind of hoping that they won't discontinue it now they've had it um, in the mystery box. Because I'm not buying it right now, but it is on my wish list. It's one of those I would love to get it one day, but I don't know. It's always been one of my favorites from Randall's Painter. There's just so many other diamond paintings that I love too. And where did you go? There. There are too many diamond paintings out there. And other companies that I also need diamond paintings from. And yeah, it it's a thing. And you really like that kid? Yes. It is. We have a cat meowing in the background. I don't know. That is the one of the kids that I know that I got that was, stolen out way back when I was buying from AliExpress because I got that one and I didn't know that it was stolen at the time. The quality ended up being okay, actually, even though, it was stolen and not, the best. They can never be compared to the original, which is why I would eventually love to get the original. I mean, I don't have that AliExpress kit anymore. I think last year I threw all of them out. All of these old kits that I started out with, they went in the trash just because, once you started Diamond Art Club and other companies, the quality you learned that the quality of these kits that I used to do wasn't the best. But when I was doing them, I loved it. I mean, yeah, yeah, I really liked it. I never had big issues with glue on those AliExpress kits. I never had issues with glue. I had maybe once in a while I had a little with the drills, but that was very, very few times. So I mean, I don't know. They are actually okay. So yeah, and not everybody have the same means to get the expensive kits from like Diamond Art Club or other small shops because we all do know that they are expensive. If you don't, you are on a fixed income or you don't have an income, then they can be expensive. I think, was it in the VIP group? I have read several times that, hang on, there are people in there that only get a 2 or 3 kits a year because they can't afford anything else. Maybe if they're lucky enough, they get, a canvas for Christmas or their birthday, stuff like that. We have to respect that too. That not everybody has the same opportunities. I mean, thank God that we have gotten more of the cheaper licensed one. I mean, you in the US, you have the Make Market and whatnot. Then you have the little ones from Amazon, the little Diamond Art Club ones. So there are possibilities out there, which is good. Not a possibility. You have options. That is the word we were looking for. So yeah, there you go. Can't figure out if I have a cat somewhere. I mean, I do have cats somewhere. I have 3, but if I'm, having, um, okay, that was two cats not being friends. It, hang on. Okay, hang on, you guys. I have to go look at what's going on out there. I'll be right back. Okay, I think. Hi, Patty. Hi, Patty. I don't know. Someone was not happy about something. I don't know. It's interesting. Pele and Flux can be each other's cuddle buddies and really, just lay in I don't know what to say, but really enjoy cuddling. And then 5 minutes later, they will fight. And I'm like, can't you please agree on what to do today? I mean, I don't want to chase you around trying to, you know, stop fur from flying everywhere because that is usually what will end up happening if they're fighting, like really fighting, not just play fighting. And I can usually hear it because one of them will start screaming, like, telling the other one, let me, leave me alone. I have a lot of these twins in my APs today. As long as they're pretty straight together, I will just place them. And I guess okay. Okay. Yeah, we have two more, well, four more up here, but two that I can place with my tweezers. Stop it. Okay. Is it raining outside or it's just very windy? You know how sometimes you can just hear everything going on outside? I'm like, hello. Okay. Last AB. I just have three of those. This is a very AB heavy square section, whatever. Yeah, that is the section so far that has had the most AB. Miriam, oh man, I want a diamond pink, but I also want to sit in my bag. So diamond paint a little bit and then go sit in your bed afterwards. Isn't that a good compromise? I think that's a great compromise. Do some diamond painting and then you go sit in your bed. Diamond painting is good for you. It relaxes the brain. Sorry. Nope, not that one. Okay, stop it. Thank you. Using my Grayson's creation putty thingy. I love that because, it stays sticky for a very long time. And I'm a fan of that. I don't know, for some reason, sometimes when I have putty, I have the feeling that it stops being sticky quite fast, or it'll, do the overflowing thing, and then there won't be anything left in the place of thingy. Okay, there is a little bit of resin bit. Okay. Let's see, Miriam. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to sleep straight away, actually, so I might as well paint. Exactly. Diamond paint a bit with me. It is alive and craft, so do a little diamond painting with me. Mm. Oh, my coffee. Been a few days since I had coffee, actually, but that's a good thing. Um, Hang on. Mm, okay, there you go. Okay, next up is number 7. And I was watching Leanne's whipping chat, and I'm always like, so why don't you just put them in, numerical, uppercase, lowercase, and then symbols? Because we're like looking for where is this and where is that, and I'm like, it would be so much easier. And I'm like, just because it works for you doesn't mean it works for everybody else. That's what I really like is how the same hobby works so differently for all of us. For instance, I would never be able to work with the number. Hang on. A lot of people, when they get up, they just use the serial number out here, the 1, 2, 3, 4. I would never in my life be able to work with that. But other people do that, and that's great. Leanne, that will be teaching an old dog new tricks. Well, Leanne, that old dog is pretty smart, so I'm pretty sure that old dog would be able to do it. Oh, by the way, Leanne, did you get into the voting? Did you get into the voting? So you could see that little Jackson hot dog thingy. It's kind of cute. It was cartoony, so I'm not sure it was something for you, but it was cute. And it was Jackson's. So, Dax Hounds. Let's see. Yes, I finally did. Yay! So, what did you think of that little one? I think it would be around and not very big. I think I ended up voting for 7. And most of them was Jeremiah Kettner's, which was most likely all come out as rounds. And then I will complain and I will get a ticket from Ryan. But then again, what else is new? You know I voted for it. Of course you did, Leanne. Of course you did. I would be disappointed if you didn't. I mean, it's the accents after all. But I am sure that one would be a smaller one and with round drills, which I know that you don't mind. You know, the smaller kits and rounds. So that would be just perfect for you. Hi, I am here. My my tablet died on me, weirdly enough, because I have it. I don't know. It died. Oh no. Okay, let's get rid of this thing. No static. Oh, cool. That's good. Okay, now you can't see what I'm doing, but yeah, I don't know. It's either or. You can either have something on your screen or you can, you know, look at me instead. Look at all this messy whatnot here. I didn't comb my hair today because I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. So I was like, okay, no need to. I just have it up in a high bun thing. Like, yeah, I don't need to do anything. You're just listening, Leanne? Yeah. That's what I mostly do. Well, it depends. In some lives, I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to diamond paint, but then okay, I need to talk. I need to. I can't, for some lives, I'm like, okay, I need to actually be there. Oh, Miriam, you're so cute. Thank you. Very sweet. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Um, someone's watching the vlog. It's so interesting, and I think it's funny. Every week when I'm doing my vlog, I'm like, oh my God, I haven't gotten anything filmed. I am at less than an hour. What am I going to do? And then I put it all together and I'm at like 1 hour plus. I mean, this week it's an hour and a half. I'm like, yeah, see, why do you worry so much? Because apparently you're a yapper. So even if every now and then I get below an hour, I think it's okay. I worry about it every week because I'm like, my life is so boring. What do I even have to talk about? But for some reason, I succeed every week. I don't know. I am wondering, if I have to talk to David about it, but if it would be fun to have, maybe a weekly or bi weekly where we find a subject to talk about, and then it'll be available to the members first, and then for the rest of my subs later. I don't know. I mean, I have to talk to David about it if that would be something he'd be willing to do. Find a subject like history or um, random things. I don't know. Would that even be interesting? I don't know. Kind of like, we did the how the political system voting, assembling the parliament, how that works. Last year, we talked about the Vikings and the Viking history in Denmark. Um, you know, could be stuff like that. History. I don't know. I don't know if that would even be something people would want to watch. Like, yeah, Mia, you do that. We're not watching it. I don't know. It's not even sure that my poor husband want to do those videos. That it's just me over here being, oh, that would be so much fun. David, we do this. And David would be like, no, we won't. Like, please, please do this. Let's see, Miriam, it sounds interesting. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, and maybe not even, put it in a schedule, just be, oh, this would be interesting to talk about. And then, yeah, please let go of my drill. Thank you. I don't know. There you go. Yep, that one had a. I don't know. I can always see it in the tray whether or not I have a drill with a tab on it. It's so easy. Maybe that's why I always end up having so much trash because it sticks out like, I don't know what, sore something. Uh-oh, didn't get hold of them. Oh, there's so much color blocking in this one. I'm having like an even bigger block of color blocking in this one, like 322. Man, and G has color blocking. There's plus sign. For some reason, a lot of the books has color blocking in it. No, you know what? There's actually a lot of color blocking in this kit. Oh, yay, me. I love color blocking. Wait, no. I'm not sure why so many of the cat canvases have color blocking. At least I know come November and December when I'm doing the Amethyst Familiar by S&P Studio, I know that one has very little color blocking. Oh no, I hurt myself. How did I do that? I had a boo-boo. How did I do that? I don't, you can't even see it. Yeah, you can see it. How did I do that? It just happened. Oh, Leanne, if you're still here, did you get a time for your MRI scheduled? See, I end up having all of my questions and comments answered in here. Like, I don't think I have any other comments. I already gave them to you in my live, so sorry. That has happened before, by the way. Not necessarily with Leanne, but other people as well. Or if I've talked to people, I'm like, oh yeah, I just watched. And then I give my comments there. I'm like, oh, well, I don't want to repeat myself. My sister-in-law is sending me reels. Oh, did you see that Ditsy has written that they have received a very large shipment of their first large canvases, so now they're shipping them out to the sneak peekers, the grand opening sneak peekers. Let's see, Leanne, no, not yet, but my other tests are scheduled for August 11th. Wow, that is way out. I hope they're not important. I mean, that is a long time to wait. Okay, that's my coffee. I have another one with tea. So if I at some point have to go to the bathroom, now you know why. Because I also have a thing full of water. Let's see. The end. Yeah, my doctor is extremely booked, and he only does them on Tuesdays. Okay. Yeah, some of our doctors here also have specific days that they do, some tests and whatnot. It's the same if you have to have, like when I had one of my moles removed, they only do that in the mornings. So I had to get up at crab of dawn, it felt like to me anyway, and be down there at 9 a.m. So, and then they do also prefer, for instance, if you have um, pediatric appointments, they have those in the mornings if possible. I mean, we don't have specifically a pediatric doctor. It's the same practitioner that does everything. It is also, you can also go to your general practitioner to get a nether region pap smear. They can do that. You can also go to a gynecologist to have it done, but you can do it. Your regular doctor can do those too. Um, yeah, they're really just general here. Oh, it's not an emergency. Well, that's something. I'm pretty sure, though, if it was an emergency, you would get in. Um, I know our doctors usually have time slots for urgent, like if you are sick or stuff like that. They always have these, I don't know, a certain amount of time slots for urgent visits. So, oh yay! Oh, I can't wait to see the canvases that Ditzy and Paul will release. I'm like, oh my god, I have to try them. For some reason, this whole not getting a lot of my diamond paintings doesn't really work for me this year. I don't know. Then it's like, oh, well, I know I'm getting a diamond painting from Anthony of the, the drill um, logo. And I know that I have to try Ditsy's. And there are so many other companies that I really, really want to try. But I'm like, I can't. Then I'll have to get rid of some of my diamond art clubs if I want to do that. And I really love all of my diamond art clubs. So what do I do? This is an issue. It's a problem. I don't know. I want all the things. Yes. I mean, yeah. I want all the diamond paintings. Give them. I don't know. Oh gosh. Okay. Now all the nine. Let's see. It's been a hot minute since I've done a DAC, and I'm kind of having withdrawals. Well, then you know what to do next. You need to do a DAC. Do one with a cat in it. What are you doing? Will you have a diamond painting going for Crosscraft as well? I can't wait to see your bracelets. I'm pretty sure they look really, really good. And it's like I said, I need 10. I need 10 friendship bracelets. I need, with letters on them. The one that says, Leanne and Mia forever, whatever. Some of those kind of childish bracelets. And I promise I will wear it every day. If you make us a friendship bracelet, I will wear it, Leanne. Let's see. Leanne, I do need to do a cat. You do. And let's see, Leanne, I may make bracelets for cross crafts. I don't know about doing a ribbon chat with them, but you did talk about it, Leanne. I have those beads too. I'll make you one. Oh, yay! I like that you and Anne can meet at your house now. But how is Max feeling about sharing his he sheds, his man shed with you? And how is he really? Is he using it down there? Is that why you're taking it over? Because he's not really using it? Oh gosh, we have to get up early on Thursday. We have some workers coming at 9 in the morning. I mean, for us to be ready at 9 a.m. in the morning, that means we have to get up at around 8. Let's see. He doesn't mind yet. Well, yet is the important word here. See, Leanne, he's not using it much right now, but he's looking to buy a hot rod. Really? Interesting. If we had more space, David was like, oh, look at this. And it's an old car. It's like, yeah, I wish. And then I could, work on this. And I'm like, you know what? You could just rent a garage somewhere, a heated garage, and you can, but like, no, but I'm not. I'm like, why are you not, you know, indulging yourself? And if it's really something you want to do it. And I was like, no, okay, you do you, boo. He wants to have a 68 Camaro. Ooh, those are cool cars. Those are cool cars. Let's see, Leanne has to run, gotta feed the pups. Okay, well, give them no spoops from me, and I'll probably be here for a little while, so you can always come back. If not, it was good talking to you. Thank you for being here. So, yeah. Why did my laptop go out? Oh, not my laptop, my tablet thingy. Oh, did it die altogether? It did. There you go. Okay. If it's, eventually when it's charge some more, we might go back to do overhead. Maybe, Let's see. I still think it's weird because it was charging. And I have done, oh, it's not broken. It's just weird because I have done lives before where I have charged it. I might need a new charger. That might be it. That might be it. I need a new charger. I don't know. I have a picture on it of our Bengal. Sadly, he isn't anymore, but that's my little Bengal baby. Can't believe it's almost 4 years ago we had to put him on the Rainbow Bridge. Well, 3.5 years ago. My little baby. Well, this is a better picture. This is. Come on, you let go of my charger thingy. This is the original picture. This is what he looks like. He was a cuddlebug whenever he felt. As he, oh, baby, so sweet. He was, whenever he felt like being cuddly, he was very cuddly. But you did not go and just pick him up. Well, you could do that if you were willing to, handle the consequences. And Miriam, I still have my cat as my lock screen. Aw. Well, he's also on my phone. and my start screen is Joe Mac. So yeah. That's how I roll. Maybe, after Paris something may change. You don't know. Maybe other pictures will go, but this is literally what has been my screensaver and whatnot for many, many years. On my computer, it's a picture of Rosa, who is Joe Mac. He's from New Kids on the Block. Joey McIntyre. He's just Joe Mac. Oh, yeah. Joey McIntyre. My very first crush when I was 10 years old. My God. Isn't it scary? 10 years old. I mean, come December, that is 37 years. Oh boy, I'm old. I'm an old fart. You know what? I have been a fan of him longer than you have been here, Miriam. I'm telling you. And they're still around. They released their first album in 86. Isn't that crazy? And I was introduced to them in 89. You have to look them up. Okay, Miriam, you had the weirdest crush when you were a kid. Who were your crush? I don't know. I think we all had weird crushes when we were kids. I also had a minor crush on Jonathan Brandis, but him you don't know. I'm pretty sure. He played. Have you ever seen The Never Ending Story? That was Jonathan Brandis. The original version, I think. Yeah, he was also a crush. Prime Minister John Mayer, really? Yeah, I didn't know. Interesting. How come? I mean, usually, did you think he was good looking or? Yeah. Yeah, that is before you were born, honey, 86. Yes. 40 years ago. Your parents were concerned. I mean, I might get it. But then kids are just, I mean, I also find it weird that parents don't talk about the thing about little girls saying they want to marry dad. I mean, that is also kind of, I don't know, concerning because he was so old. You were a kid. I mean, yeah. And then you will have people saying, well, all little girls want to marry their dad. And I'm like, I can guarantee you, no, I have never wanted to marry my dad. Never. That's weird. Where is my wanna hang on. Oh, it's been a while since I had my what are they called? Wax melt thingies going. Miriam, I don't know I ever wanted to marry my dad. I didn't even want to live with him. Really? Yeah, well. I if I had had to choose if my parents would ever get divorced as a kid, I knew I would want to go with my dad because he wasn't physically abusing me like my mom was. So I was sure if that would happen, that was who I wanted to live with. Um, he was just um, emotionally not always there. I don't know if that was maybe because of my mom, if it would have been different. Um, I don't know. That is one of those things, that you will never know. I need to change my glue dot. So let's take this one. Miriam, oh, for me it was the opposite way around. Yeah, that's sad. Yeah, my dad only ever hit me once. Um, yeah, and I'm pretty sure that might have been deserved, that one. I'm pretty sure that one had been deserved. Yeah. Let's see, Miriam. My dad was abusive, so I wanted to stay with my mom. Yeah, my mom was very abusive, both physically and emotionally. So, but I know we have talked about that several times in some of my lives. So, yeah. Um, and then she is wondering why we are not very close today. Miriam, I guess we can't pick our parents. No. If you ask my mother-in-law, we do pick our parents. I disagree with her very much on this one. But her belief was that we pick our parents because we have to learn something. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I did not choose to be abused. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be something I would choose. So, yeah, we did not agree. But we can pick our crushes. We can pick our own family. I mean, we can't pick our blood family, but we can pick our friend family. So yeah, Miriam, no kid chooses that, right? And I mean, I told her because she was abused, like SA abused by her dad. So I was like, you have to explain to me how you chose that. You have to explain to me why did you choose your parents? Well, at least choose your dad. Because apparently, in her ideology, we choose our parents kind of knowing what would happen, but not knowing it when we were born. But, wherever we're floating around in the universe, uh, you know? So, yeah, that was a debate we had several times. Miriam, that's sad. Maybe she internalized the blame. Oh, she was an adult before she confronted him. David was, I actually think David was a young teenager, and he's 10 years younger than his siblings. Well, his oldest sibling. Um, and she had suppressed it for many years, but she's sure that it happened because she was a lively child. I can guarantee you she had ADHD and autism. Um, and she's pretty sure he did it to control her, which, I mean, that also makes sense. And because she wasn't a perfect daughter like her sister. I was always like, that is a crabby reason to SA somebody. I'm telling you. But again, I don't know. How's my tea doing over here? Ah, perfect temperature. Yay. Miriam, she needs therapy. I'm not sure they have therapy in heaven or wherever she is. She died. Oh my God, that's almost 3, 4. When did she die? 23? 24? 23. So, yeah. Hang on, I need to answer my husband. Hang on. Okay. Sometimes it's like, sometimes we call each other, but most of the time we just text. Even though I'm like, you should call me because then you don't text while driving. And he's like, no, no, I just, the trucks have these huge steering wheels, right? So it's like I have my arms on the steering wheel and then the phone in front of me, and he's like, I can look out the window, and then it's like, yeah, but still, you're texting and driving. That's bad. But sometimes it's mostly when he is, either on break or he is unloading. Like that. That makes me feel better that you're not texting while driving. I'm just telling you, it's forbidden, dude. So most of the times he's texting me while the car isn't running. But still, I'm guessing right now he is on break. So, yeah. Huh? Hmm. Okay. Anthony, hi, love. What am I doing? Well, I decided to go live and do some crafting, and I started out with having the tablet overhead, and then uh, it died. My tablet died on me, even though I had a charger in it. Okay, Miriam. I turned on YouTube to finish watching your members vlog, and I saw the live icon. Well, I decided, let's do a live. Let's see if anybody want to chit chat with me. And apparently, someone did. By the way, someone had the baby, and she is gorgeous. So yeah, Binge. Hi, welcome in. Oh my God, I'm so glad to meet you. Welcome in. Yeah, this is just a let's do a pop up, and I don't know. That happens every now and then. So yeah. Anthony, I was telling people earlier that they need to look forward to the member video, the bonus video of the podcast, because that one is hilarious. Vince, I did miss the other live. Time zones be a pain sometimes. Nice to see you live. Oh, I love you being here. I mean, we're just an hour apart. You're in Scotland and I'm in Denmark, so yeah. It's not the worst. Sometimes it's worse for the Americans, which is why I prefer doing my lives at evenings and nights, because then they have a bigger chance of being here. And then I plan on Friday, I'm going live for 8 hours. Anthony, yes, I'm about halfway done editing. I have no idea how I'm going to cut it down to an hour. No, I don't envy you. I said that in the beginning of this live too. I'm like, I'm just happy I'm not the one who have to cut that down to 45 minutes or something. Because man, that was a fun interview. I don't know, Bench, if you've seen, but Anthony Single and Placing here and I told you that we have a podcast that is once a month, and then the first Friday of the month we also release a bonus episode for members of our channel, and then they get um, the entire interview if there is something extra funny or if it's extra long, or we are planning on interviewing, getting people in and choose a subject to talk about. So yeah, our members get a little bit extra of the podcast. Let's see, binge. Painting in the evening is probably my favorite time to paint. Night owl for sure here. Me too. Me too. My husband is a truck driver and he works evenings and nights. So he leaves at 3:30 in the afternoon and he will be home mostly 2:30. So yeah, that is when I diamond paint. So I am up late. Usually I go to bed when he's home. Yeah. I'm curious. Will you tell me your real name? I'm pretty sure your name ain't Binge Bear. I'm just curious. If you don't want it out there, it's okay. I just love having names. But it's okay if you don't. I just called you Binge. Binge. Oh, I do follow the wonderful Single and Placing. You both have really nice vibes. Also, I'm a big dog guy, and them walks are everything. Oh, I love Apollo. Apollo is my nephew, and Apollo is he's gorgeous. Yeah, Apollo's my baby. Plus, it's kind of Anthony is my brother from another mother. So, and yeah, I don't know, people tell us we're nuts together. I don't know. I don't know where that comes from because I'm very quiet and very shy. I don't know where people get it from. Binge. Oh no, hidden thing. Oh, no hidden thing. It's just because I'm on Twitch and it's what people call me. It's Darren. Ooh, Darren. I love that name. I love that name. I used to in the beginning of my YouTube thingy, my life, my name was literally just my name. You know, my entire name. Uh, which is a good. I mean, I live in Denmark. Who's gonna show up at my door? And like I told people in the beginning, you know what? If you want to look me up and you want to come at my door, please do. Let's see. Anthony. Oh, thanks, Benj. I'm missing Apollo. I'm at the office today, but I'll be heading home in 20 minutes. Oh, yeah, today's an office day. Were you busy? Did you have a lot of meetings and phone calls and whatnot? It's been raining consistently since last night, so we'll be doing a rainy dog walk today. Oh, yay, rain! That's good. Binge. I don't know. The internet be something sometimes. Still, I don't mind sharing. You know what? Um. Oh, you'll be right back. I'm gonna answer that in a second. Then. Um. Yeah. The internet is something. You know what? I feel watched. I don't know why. And maybe a little judged. There's a lady behind me, and I feel like she's judging me. I don't know. Are you judging me, Miss Elizabeth? Ma'am. I mean, I feel like she could just, I don't know. Again, my imagination. You know what? It just hits me. Well, not hard, I promise. It just hits me. Anne never sent me pictures yesterday. I have to text her and say, ma'am, excuse me, but what happened to my pictures? So, how much rain have you gotten, Anthony? I mean, is it a silent drizzle or is it a whoosh? We have had yesterday. Yesterday was a lot of rain, but that's okay. Our garden needed it. We had a period of a lot of sun, and even though it's so weird in April, they were doing a dry spell index, a drought index is what they call it. and it goes from green to yellow to red. Well, and then the oranges, of course. And some places we were at a very dark orange already. And I'm like, it's April. April is wet. It's supposed to be raining all the time, at least in Denmark. And, well, no, it was May. Miriam, I found a cinnamon bun in my handbag and I'm so happy. Starting to feel I'm a terrible adult, though. You know what? I'm a horrible adult. We were back at the I don't adult very well party. I'm done adulting. I don't like to adult. It's like whenever we go out or something, I'm the adult that goes, can we start with dessert? Because I love dessert way more than I love regular food. So you don't need to feel sorry or feel bad. You see, Anthony, I think only an inch or so. It's been slow but steady. And an inch is okay. Yeah. I don't know how much we got yesterday. Binge right back. Needed my evening cup of tea. I have tea too. This is mint tea, my favorite kind of tea. Okay. I didn't answer your comment before because you weren't here. So I know you're always told, this is what I do anyway. I don't tell stuff on my YouTube that I cannot bear to hear again, you know? So whatever I tell in my videos or in my lives is stuff that I don't mind getting back to me. But again, I'm an open book. I mean, that's more or less what I built my channel on, is to be open about my handicap, my condition, my illness, whatever. No, it's not an illness because illness you get better from. Anyway, uh, what tea are you drinking, Miriam? Is it the chocolate mint? No, not yet. It has to grow a little. This is some of the bought Moroccan mint. So, but I have got Moroccan mint and outside now. It just needs to grow a little. And I need to figure out how to dry it correctly so that I can make it into tea. I'm pretty sure there is a correct way to do it. But I also read somewhere that you could use the fresh leaves, but I would think you would have to crush them. Kind of like in a mortar or something, crush them. I don't know. Google might be my friend. See, I feel like I'm being watched. I don't know why. And I'm also being judged by Elizabeth. She's beautiful. But yeah. Hang on. Oh. Oh, come on. I don't know how to spell. Okay. But I can't wait, Miriam, to try the chocolate mint as a tea. Yeah. So Miriam, Binchbear above you, he lives in Scotland. And Darren Miriam lives in London. So we have two Brits in the house today. I don't know, Anthony, were you here when I talked about maybe talking to David about doing a video every now and then where you would pick a subject, a topic or something? I don't know if that would be something people think is funny. Something, I don't know. It doesn't even have to be, something remotely, news or whatever. Maybe, history every now and then. And yeah, you weren't here. Pooh. I see, Darren, that's the great thing about painting is you meet people from all corners of the world. You really do. I mean, I have subs from Australia, from New Zealand, of course, a bunch from America, Canada. It's been a while since I've seen one of them, but she lives in South Africa. I need to contact her. I know she had issues with her health, but I need to make sure that she's okay. Um, that is the great thing that you end up having friends all over the world. At some point, I need to make a map, of my friends in the US. I want to see if I really do have um, a sub from all of the states. I don't think I have one from Hawaii, but I know I have Alaska. So yeah. Oh, that'll be a fun thing to see. Cool. Yeah, I have to convince him every now and then. But this has been on my member videos. We have had a deep dive into something. Like last year, we were visiting. We have a Viking ship museum, and we were over there. And then that same evening, we went deep into the history of Vikings here in Denmark, which was really interesting. And I left David with the camera because I had to take a bathroom break. And he ended up talking about Vikings and the history and whatnot for, I don't know, almost 40 minutes or something. And then, of course, I was there too and gave inputs and stuff like that because really, Denmark has a fascinating history. At least, I think so. And I mean, we go back more than 1,000 years. I mean, the Vikings were 1,000 years ago. So yeah, that's crazy, right? How far back that goes. Right now, I told you about the book series that I'm reading right now, The Whispers of the Ravens. That is this modern book about North mythology, which is so cool. But I'm kind of sad that you don't have that one as an audiobook in English. Plus, you only have the three main books. You don't have was it now four other books, that is prequels and sequels and all that. Well, they're actually prequels, all of them. Yeah. People need to learn Danish so that you can read them because those are cool books. Of course, if you're interested in the Norse mythology. At the same time, it's fun. It's about, I don't know if that would be interesting for you, but it's about, a teenage girl, early 20 thing, living her life and being, brought up in foster care, and there's witches and half gods and let's see, Darren, I did pub it on my wish list. It's really surprising that we share a lot of folk tales with Denmark and the North Sea. Yeah, I mean, the Vikings did go to to Great Britain. There were wars, and so yeah, of course we share a lot. You also had a lot of Scandinavians going over there. You know, it's kind of like there is a lot of Danes in the U.S. I mean, if I remember correctly, um, woo, sorry, a third of the inhabitants in Denmark moved to the US, which is crazy, right? A third of the inhabitants back then. It was mostly, people that had a rough time, getting by. Not, not necessarily poor people, but, the seventh son of a farmer or uh, people from Copenhagen, that had a tough time getting work or whatever. So it wasn't, there was of course some lower class um, people. I mean, they had to be able to afford the ticket, but yeah, but it's so interesting. I love history. I really do. Folk tales. Um, yeah, that is the thing about this household. We're geeks. We're nerds. We love Star Trek. We are Trekkies in this house. We Yeah. Every now and then we will go down a rabbit hole about, I don't know. Let's see. Shetland has a strong connection with Denmark and the wider North world in many ways. While Shetlanders largely identify as Scottish today, there remains a deep pride in their North heritage. Precisely, yes. A lot of Vikings, if I remember correctly, did move there. So, yeah. I mean, if you look it up and you look at where the Vikings ended up, I mean, they did end up in America. They were the first people to go to Greenland, Iceland. They went there. They went to Britain, um, Norway, Sweden. They were even as far down as, how far down did they go? I know they were in Bulgaria, but they went down, the what's the name of that silly river? Um, what's the river that goes down in Germany into Prague and further down? Donau. Like, dang it, what's the name of it? Um, yeah, They were literally all over. I don't know how far south they got. I think they were, and also, the Northern Sea. I'm pretty sure yeah, it's interesting. I just think it's fun, history. It's kind of interesting, as a kid, history was but today yeah. But I know that the whole Viking Norse mythology thing, that is um, a thing that both David and I love. They did reach North Africa. Oh, cool. I couldn't remember how far down they got. But they were ruthless. They were plundering and SA people and, yeah, robbing. And sadly, they also unalived people. They were ruthless, these Vikings. Yeah. There's a book series, but this one is Danish as well. I wonder if they have that in English or if it's just Danish. Um, let's see. Oh, come on. Let's see. I need to remember what is the author. The author is Susanna Close. Okay, let's see if she has. Let's see. Oh, it was with a C. Sorry. I spelled it with a G. Let's see if she has them in. No. Books. So are they all in Danish? Why are they all in Danish? Man, I feel sorry for you, Darren. You would have loved it. If you like Vikings, that book series would have been so cool. It's imaginary, of course, but this author also has this huge interest in Vikings and has been studying them, looking up where they lived, how they lived, lifestyles of the women and children and men that didn't sail, and how were they their uh, where they lived, how was that built, was the difference between Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Iceland, all of that. And then she wrote this book series, I think there's 7 books, about, people that she made up. But at the same time, in the series, there is real people, like the King of Norway at some point. Some of the people that existed, that she is fitting in there, and it's one of those series again that I can listen to several times just because it's interesting and you learn a lot. But with that book series, you really have to. The first time around that I listened to it, I wrote down names to keep them from each other because there's so many names at once. So you have to say, okay, so this one belongs there, and he's what, and he's on that boat. But oh my god, it was a whole thing. It was so confusing at first, but it's been a while since I listened to it. Maybe I should listen to it again. So yeah, I love books. There is also the author John Flanagan, amazing author, by the way. He did a book series, The Shadow's Apprentice. I love that one. I see, Darren. Yeah, as I got older, I switched a lot of my reading to Kindle so I can make things like that. Right? Yeah. I can't. Um, I suffered a serious event of stress back in January of 2010. And that kind of ruins my brain a little bit. So if I read a regular book, no matter what, if it's a physical book or Kindle, I can't remember what I'm reading. So I would constantly have to go back and read again because literally sometimes when I've read a page and I turned it over, I couldn't remember what I just read, which it was a huge loss because I've been reading since I was 5. So, yeah. But then I finally discovered that audiobooks works for me. Apparently, it goes in to a different part of my brain that is still memory, but I can remember them. I actually remember the books that I'm listening to. Oh, you have read some Ranger's Apprentice by John Flanagan. So it's the Rangers, yes. I have read all of them several times. And there is also, he has the Scandics. Can't remember the name of that series in English. But yeah, I know that kind of like, I think they categorize them as children's books, but I don't care. They're good and they're easy and fun. And yeah, I mean, sometimes the books that I really like are categorized as, young adult or children's books. And I'm like, I'm not even sure that this should be a children's book because there is actually a lot of violence. And yeah, I love reading. Yeah, I learned to read as a 5-year-old. So when I was 7, maybe, I read books that, normal 7-year-olds wouldn't. I would read, I don't know, maybe books for, also thick, not that thick as a 7-year-old, but, books that most kiddos won't be able to read until they're maybe 9, 10. So, yeah. See, Darren, I am happy you still can find comfort in pages, whether that be audio or written. The message is the same. I think Wall of Doom. In this world of doom scrolling, I'm glad it makes you happy. Oh, you know what? I love books. Really. They were my savior as a child. That and music. I mean, you don't know that because you haven't been here whole that long yet, but I grew up in a very abusive family, both, mentally and physically. So my escape was music and books. So yeah, that saved my life. I'm pretty sure if I haven't had my books or my music, I don't know if I would have been here. Let's see. Speaking about music, did you watch Eurovision? No, I haven't watched that in many years. I know people that loves it, so I always know what happens. I know that people felt very good about the Danish song this year, and I know one of the people behind the songs. Um, and I know it went well. I know it got what, seventh place, but it's been many years since I've watched the Eurovision. And also with the fear of this becoming political, but again, people know this. I'm not afraid of going political or religious on my channel, but yeah, I kind of boycotted it because of Israel, which is fine. And see, it was really good. That's why I was asking. Yeah, I know a lot of people really liked it, and it was given really good chances. I think I've heard it in the radio, but yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't listen to a whole lot of radio. I go on Spotify and I listen to my favorites, bands and genres and stuff like that. Let's not ask about the British one. I haven't even heard the British one. How did you do? What place was who won? Bulgaria? I don't know. Someone won. It wasn't Denmark, even though it looked good at some point. Which pen am I using, by the way? Oh, that one. But yeah, I love Eurovision as a kid. Medium. Oh no, why? Why? What? Let's see. Yeah, a lot of my friends were also the same. We did watch it as it was past time, and a friend who is not with us was always over when it was over. So it's a thing here, but I felt it. Ah, I'm sorry you lost a friend. Miriam, was the British one bad? Well, Darren said you came last again. You know what? This is the first time in how many years that Denmark had actually gotten into the finale. We have gone to the pre-shows, and then we was like, but yeah, we actually got in there. Oh, that's okay. We always come last. I mean, what's new? Oh, yeah. I haven't heard it. Maybe I should find the playlist on Spotify and listen to it. Not now, of course, but later. Huh, interesting. I know earlier on the Brits were really good. You used to be really good. I think the last time I actually really watched it was when Emily de Forest won, the Danish girl, with what was the name of that song? Um, no, that was the Nordics. Oh God, I can't remember. But I think that was actually the last time that I watched. And then I watched back when Alexander Rybak won. He was the Norwegian kid, which for me was a kid. He was a young man playing the violin, and I was so enamored with his talent and his violin because when I think of a violin, it's this traditional violin, but his was a modern. And I was so enamored by it. I was like, my God, that is a cool violin. Don't put me near one because my cats will run away. They will hate me for the rest of their lives. He was great, yeah, right? He was so good. I don't know if you've heard more of his music on Spotify, but he's really good. So yeah. And then there was back, but this is way back when um, the Olsen brothers won with what did they call it in English? Um, Something about a shooting star. They were very popular. We won that time too. Yeah, we had a bunch of years where we were, very close, or we did win. But for the past many, many years, I've just been horrified. It's like, oh my God, this is so bad. Please, let's not, please. But one could hope that now we got this one, that it'll be better. I don't know. I hate color blocking. What do you prefer, Darren? Do you prefer color blocking or confetti? I am 100% a confetti girl. I hate color blocking with a vengeance. Okay, I've had a lot of tea and a lot of water and a lot of coffee. So, you get to entertain each other for 3 minutes while I have a bathroom break. I will be right back. I'm back. Okay, let's see. Darren, oh, that is a hard question. I lastly single place, so I honestly do not mind confetti at all. That said, with the kit that I'm working on at the moment, I have been rotating in a few budget kits. Anthony, Mia loves color blocking. She tells me in private all the time, Anthony, you cannot lie. Uh, just to take the edges off, and they're pretty much a blogger's paradise. Ugh. Yeah, no. No, 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 no. And the interesting thing is, a lot of these diamond paintings that I'm doing this year, I'm trying to do some of my oldest ones, and I don't know what I was thinking because a lot of them actually has color blocking in them. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's see, do I prefer square or round? I only do square drills. I haven't done a round drill canvas. I don't know, for more than 5 years. I think my first 3, maybe 4 diamond paintings were rounds. And then I found square drills and I haven't looked back. So, yeah, I only do squares. People can do the rounds all they want. As long as I can get my square drills, I won't take theirs away. Even though people tell me that I should try a round, but I'm like, why would I spend money on a canvas that I might not like, you know? Let's see, Darren, my round placement game is awful. Never really had a problem with the square ones. Miriam, no, you love rounds. Secretly, no. See, that is the thing. I cannot, for the life of me, back then at least, could not get a square. I could not get the round drills straight. I could not place them where they looked remotely good. And I hate the gapping between the drills. I mean, I have an issue with gapping. I have an issue with bad drills. So rounds is just not my thing. Yeah. I hate when a canvas has too much trash. That will keep me away from a company. I mean, there is this German company called Carrot.art. I tried those for the first time in January. And I know people who love them, who keeps buying from them. But no. So, let's see. Anthony, I am really curious about Mooney Maid's new rounds. Lisa said they perfectly align. Oh, does she drop ship? That's my question. So, Darren, have you tried MDD? Oh, God, Anthony, I just thought about yesterday where I couldn't say the name. Leanne. Oh, okay. Yeah, she loves the Muni Made ones. Let's see, Darren. I want to support more European stores, but I have to confess I have zero idea where to look. Okay, so you have Oaloa. They are both in Canada and in France. Then you have Diamond Painting Deutschland. You have Carrot.art in Germany. You, of course, have your British, the one with the diamond art. You have, what's the other one? You have, Atmos. Miriam, I don't know. It depends on what you have around you. When I first started, I stocked up on diamond dot kits because that's all I thought existed at the time. Yes. So you have Atmos. They're in Britain. You have the one with the diamond art. You have one more in Britain. I can't remember. That Diamond Art Studios. Thank you, Anthony. That one just keeps popping out of my head all the time. You have those 3. in Britain. You have 2 in Germany. You have Oaloa. Then you have the one in Greece, but those are so expensive. There is one in Ukraine, but I never got to look into that. Plus, there's a small, and I don't know if they're licensed. There is a company in Sweden, but they only ship within Sweden. True, there is Mirthful Mel's. Is that the one? Are those the ones in the Diamond Painting Deutschland? I said those. What is Mel's? Which one is that, Anthony? Ouch. Don't touch your burner thingy when it's on. Ow. I can't remember. I can't remember all the ones. We have, and it is listed on our Substack. There in a list of 70 or more. There's more than 70 licensed or in-house companies, diamond painting companies. So, yeah, it's a lot. I might freeze right now. I want us to look at something. Which one is Mel's? Okay, let's see. Where were they again? I can't remember where they were from. Contact information. Nope, I can't remember. Anthony knows more about who's not in the U.S. than I do. I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah. Portugal. Thank you. Do not choke on your own spit. Oh, my God. So we do have some, but I would suggest you look at the Britain one. I mean, plus Atmos Zest has all the accessories as well. You're welcome. Have you heard about Atmos Zest? They started out selling sprays. Then they started, with more accessories. He started doing logbooks and there were trash minders. Then eventually they started doing diamond paintings. They just started doing cover papers and washi tape. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I looked into that company you talked about for your release papers. You can't do customs right now. Okay. Custom diamond paintings. You go to MDD. Let's see. For customers, I want to do one of my little girl, but I have to be honest. I need this shop to do me right, as it's a tribute, as I sadly lost her this year. So if you get me, I don't want a bad experience. MDD. Mystical Dream Diamonds. See, I got it this time, Anthony. I got it. Woo! Yesterday I couldn't say it right. But go to Janet. Janet is awesome. She will, you send her the picture, she will send it in to get it rendered. She will show you the rendering and the sizing and whatnot. So I had I have this one done as a custom. Where is we? This one I had done as a custom for my, this will be my canvas for Mukhamania. And at first, I think she said she did it as a 50 by something. And I said, that's not big enough. That's just not big enough. I want it as a 70 by something. 70 is the smallest. So she sent it in again. And this is now a 70 by, is it 85? It's a 70 by 95. So she listens to you. And you can tell her if you want specials. Yeah. And it doesn't take that long from when she orders it. I had it within a month, I think. So yes, Miriam, this MDD, Mystical Dream Diamonds. Mystical Dream Diamonds. They are in Canada, and they have worldwide free shipping. Unless you're in the US, then it's about $10, I think. So Mystical Dream Diamonds. And I will put in a link. I will, unless Anthony is faster than me. But let's see if I can do it faster this time. Where is it? There you go. You found it. Yeah. Amazing shop. Janet, the owner, is amazing. And just a little, we're not that many in here, so it's okay. Watch the podcast on Friday. That's all I can say. Watch the podcast on Friday. You're gonna love it. Why didn't it go up as a link? Oh, that's weird. But yeah, amazing shop. An amazing owner. They also have a Facebook group. Miriam, oh, what is the tea on Friday? I'm just saying, if you want something to do with Mystical Dream Diamonds, watch the podcast. That's all. Yeah. But that is where I would go for custom. Before, I might have said Jaded Gem Shop, but now 100% Janet. She is amazing. Yeah. Wink, wink. I'm trying to teach Rosa to wink, and she's like, no, Rosa, one at a time. And she's like, and these are great tips. Thank you, Mia. Of course. That's what we're here for, right? Miriam, are you doing a live on Friday? Yes. Yes, I am. I am, cat hair, going live 8 hours on Friday. So, yeah. Oh, and Darren, if you want to pop in on my live on Friday, let me know. I will put in the link. So if we're not friends yet on either Facebook or whatnot, I can't send you the link. But if you want to pop in and say hi and maybe get more followers and whatnot, I mean, I am not the biggest channel, but yeah. I see, Darren. I must confess, it's nice to be directed to small stores than just a baseline. Yeah. Plus, I mean, it is important to support our small stores, our small shops. And frankly, it is harder for us over here. It is. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you please, for my Facebook group, right? Can you please go in again? Because I just looked at it and go, oh, we have no groups in comments, no nothing. I'm sorry. Can you please ask again? I didn't know your name, and I was like, who is this? There's nothing incoming here. I'm sorry. Because most of the time when people want to go into my Facebook group, it's like, we have friends in common or there is groups in common, it's like sometimes at least there is the VIP Facebook group. I'm like, hi. So there was one, and I was like, that doesn't. Okay, I'm glad you're not. I don't really do many Facebooks. This is a whole new thing. Anthony doesn't really do Facebook. He's only in some groups, and usually well, not usually, but for Mukhamania, we have been using my Facebook group. So, also, we were supposed to have had a retreat here in Denmark this year, but we postponed it for next year. So you might be interested in that. And by then, you know that I'm not dangerous. Miriam, same here, Jared. There's a lot to work out. Yeah, well, I have to admit, I mostly do Facebook for groups. Yeah. I'm even horrible at my Instagram. LOL, we have time here, just saying. Yeah, we do. But yeah, there is a retreat here next year. It's going to be so much fun. Because I was like, there's always the retreats in the US. And my joke, which isn't really so much as a joke, is I can't go to the US in the foreseeable future because I will, disappear to never be seen again with all the crap that's on my Facebook. Yeah. What time is the podcast on Friday? Well, we release it on, that will be 2 p.m. your time. It's just a regular video. It's pre-filmed and everything. And I go live at 5 p.m. your time until 1 p.m. your time. So, yeah. But I mean, you can watch the podcast at any time. It's just, it goes live on Friday at 2 p.m. BST. I was like, is it BTS or BST? I have to think. I'm so used to CET. And then I've gotten really good at the American time zones as well. Getting better. In the beginning, I had the hardest time. I always knew Eastern, Eastern is 6 hours, and then Pacific is 9 hours. And then I had the issue with Central and Mountain because which one was which one? I know that by now. I mean, I have been doing YouTube for so long now that I know it. But for instance, I don't know why. I thought Anthony was on Central Time, but he is Mountain. And that could have led to a lot of trouble if I hadn't found that out when we were started doing the podcast and interviews and whatnot. But yeah, it's kind of fun. See, Miriam, I think the train strikes has been called off here, so I might have to go to the office, but really hoping not for Friday. I have just decided that the train strikes will keep going. I just decided that. Matt! Hi, love, how are you? You just came in from cutting grass and listening to Sunday Live? Oh, yay. How are you today, Matt? Miriam is laughing at me. No, I'm very serious. Those trains will be striking until Monday, maybe Saturday. So, yeah. How are you doing, Matt? I was talking about you earlier because for the Diamond Art Club um, voting, I have voted for a bunch of Jeremiah Kettners, but if I am having the usual luck, they will all be released in rounds, if they'll be released, right? So then I get to complain if they're all rounds. If you don't know, Darren, Matt is our local police officer, and he likes to give out tickets, and I always get tickets because I complain about Jeremiah Kettner, they're being released around. See, Matt, hey Bear, added your latest video to watch later. Interested to see what you have to say. Love the no-nonsense topics that are things that should be open for discussions. Yes, exactly. No nonsense. Honesty. Uh, Vince, I hope they're not. Mad. Yeah, Mia. No. I mean, it's not my fault that I don't like the rounds. And why are they always released in rounds? I don't get it. They need to give me my Jeremiah Kettners in square. See, that's what I like about MDD. You can choose. Matt, I was just about to compliment you for not whining about rounds for once. Well, and here I go. I'm a big disappointment. I'm so sorry, Matt. Miriam, can I be arrested for poor diamond painting so I can get out of work for the rest of the week, please? I'm pretty sure that can be arranged. Matt, we need to arrest Miriam. She's doing a poor job at diamond painting. Arrest her, put her away until Saturday. Yeah. What are you working at the moment, Matt? Oh gosh, I can't believe I've been here 3 hours already. See, I'm yabbering. Matt, sure, I'll mail your warrant to your boss. Just give me the address. Oh, I want to see that. I need pictures. Let's see. Darren, I feel like I was painting in my sleep last night, so I sort of took the evening off. You have to do that sometimes. I mean, sometimes I go in here and I have every intention of diamond painting, and then I end up doom scrolling or playing one of my little mind games on my phone. Miriam is a round kid and my placement is terrible, so I don't know how much worse it can get. Well, you need to get a square one then. I have one from MTV it's one of their newer releases that I really like. I need that one at one point. She's called Dreamy Diva by Kishmet and Kitsch. She's so cute. Hang on, I'm gonna show her. She's adorable. Let's see. Share. Sharing is caring. There you go. And share. Okay, let's get back. Isn't she cute? I think she's adorable. But yeah, she is so adorable. At one point, I need to get that one. But, oh, I need to unbox my other MDV kit. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, there. I need to unbox her. Isn't she stunning? Yes, I can't wait to see the canvas on this one because she is absolutely beautiful. Even though I know some people would be like, why are you diamond painting a half-naked girl? And why am I diamond painting a half-naked girl? Because she's beautiful. I love her. Stay. Maybe I should find her on the page so you can see a bigger version of it. Let's see. I think it's on the last page. Oh, there's one more. Where is she? Come on. No? Okay, then. Let's find her. Miss AI Princess. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, there you are. No. There you are. Okay. Let's see, Darren, has anyone noticed since Streamer has been sold that the new painting seems to have the same style, themes or styles? No. But then again, I haven't, don't really keep an eye on Dreamer's designs because I don't buy from them. Anthony, I'm going to lose service in about 10 minutes. We're headed up to the mountain to hike in the fog. Thanks for the love, Mia. Love you. Love you, Anthony. Give my Apollo a nose boob and a hug and a treat. I will talk to you soon. Okay, let me show you blooming. Isn't she stunning? I mean, gorgeous. At least if you ask me. I think she's so beautiful. Yeah. Let's see, Matt. It has largely been a lot of the similar style for a long time, in many opinions. They do have some great artists, but do tend to lean in a certain direction, in my opinion. Yeah, but didn't he buy it in October? So I mean, But yeah, I have to admit, I don't really follow. So yeah, Miriam, nice pastel colors. Yes, but she is just beautiful. I've told David when she's done one day, he can bring it to work and hang it in their changing room. And he just shakes his head at me. Let's see, Darren, what a great dog, Dad. Get the steps in and enjoy the wilderness. Yeah, I am so jealous at the nature around Golden where Anthony lives. I'm like, I want all the mountains. I mean, Denmark is just flat. I don't even know. What is the highest point? Less than 200 meters or something? Let's see, Darren. Yeah, it was October. What was phased? Yeah, I know. I know. But yeah, they have a bad reputations with their squares, so I have never tried a Dreamer Designs. Miriam, I want to get an old crystal canvas one day. Yeah. Let's see, Matt. If you want Rich's interview with the new CEO, it did come up, and he said to possibly see more variations in the art and new perspective from the art team, although there isn't a specific plan. Well, I hope so, and I hope he listens to the criticisms about the squares. Let's see, Miriam. We have some really nice parks and nature reserves in London, luckily. You know, but I am surrounded by nature here. I mean, Valencia, where I live, is surrounded by water on three sides. We have forests, we have shores, I mean, just here in my tiny village. If you have watched the videos where I walk around and show the village that I live in, I mean, you know that I have a less than 10 minutes walk to a little church where you can sit and overlook the fjord. Um, by car, there is less than 5 minutes to the closest beach. Um, if I go into town, that takes about 10 minutes by car. I have the big beach where I spent like my entire summer holiday. There's the harbor. Um, yeah, I mean, we are surrounded by nature. Let's see. Darren, that's good to know, Matt. Matt, that has already been addressed apparently, and the Bath 310 should already be out of production, although kits will remain from stock. They don't have the problematic kits pinpointed. Okay, well, when enough people tell me that the squares are okay, I might try one of their kits. But it has to be, by someone I trust and has the same standards as me when it comes to gapping and trash, which, to be quite honest, is very few people. I know Leanne and Anthony has the same standards as I do. Let's see, Matt. Apparently, the drill supplier was using molds for longer than most other manufacturers, and they have implemented new standards for fresh molds. That makes sense. Why are they even not? It's a big shop. Were they trying to save money? Oh, that's bad. Matt, yeah, the drills were always kind of trashy, so hopefully they all improve. Hopefully. It's kind of the same with Evermoment and Jade, There's a lot of trash in theirs. Maybe that's the same issue, that they use the molds for too long. I don't know. I don't know. But I know MDD has great drills. I mean, sure, this kid had some issues with, the warped bagging, the hollow bag, but that was a one-off. And she did talk to the supplier about it. So, yeah. The grid people complain is too tight, but I think it's more the variation in drills more than anything. Yes. If you don't have consistent size in drills, that is an issue. You need that consistency. Uh, yeah, because then you will have popping drills, or other times you will have gapping. Matt, the old kids were too gabby. Now some complain it's too tight. I don't think it's too tight. Just drills aren't consistent enough. Absolutely. Absolutely. I remember when I did um, the astronomer, I bought that um, enhancement pack from Tima, and they back then they had an issue with some of the crystals, so they weren't equally sized, and some of them were too big. That was a problem because they wouldn't really fit in with the Diamond Art Club grid. Ooh, which reminds me, Anthony, if you can still hear me, did you see the voting that there is another one from Steve Sundrum with the same theme as Magic Spell? I need that one if it's ever released. I'm like, ooh. At first I was like, wait, I already did that one. Then I looked at it and was like, ah, it's not the same. It's just the same wizard. Let's see, Darren. I have my opinions, but we're all adults here, and discussions does not have to be taken as fact for everyone. It is good to see people being open to feedback and willing to talk things through. Absolutely, yes. Absolutely. And no, we don't have to agree on things. That is what I love about, at least my community here, but also I think most of the diamond painting community is that we embrace the differences, that we do not have to agree on what is good and what is bad, what companies do we prefer. I mean, for instance, I know that I will never again buy from Diamond Painting Deutschland, but other people love them. Which, you know what? I love that for them. I just know that they're not for me. Um, so yeah. And I've also never bought from Dreamer Designs, even though I have plenty of friends and subscribers that love them. And again, I love that for them. Mm, Matt, they use a separate manufacturer who isn't owned by Dreamers, but just a partner like every small shop. Oh, I thought they had their own. Sarah, I'm just glad you share your experience honestly rather than pretending everything is always fine. Oh, that's never going to happen. Never. No, 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 no. I remember I was so lucky that Janet sent this one to me for free. And she actually specifically told me, I want your honest opinion. And I remember telling her, oh, you're never going to get anything but my honest opinion. And she wanted me to tell her immediately if there was any issues, which I told her, I have these warped backings, hollow backings, whatever you call them. um and I sent pictures to her, and she went directly to her supplier being like, this is not okay, this is not the standard that I want MDD to be known for. And thank God, I know that was a one-off. And they then went to their manufacturer for the drills because they don't um, do their own drills. So, I mean, And Janet is very, very open. I mean, when I did my post review for this one, I told her, not told her, but I said, there is some gapping. And immediately she was like, yeah, I will go to the manufacturer with that. And was like, not necessarily. I mean, I know that I am a stickler for gapping, but yeah, other might say it is perfect because, yeah. Let's see, Matt. This manufacturer verified what I have always thought, that they only print and pack drills. They buy the drills from another supplier. Yeah, that is actually true for a lot of uh, small shops. So the drills are being made multiple steps away from the finished advertised company. Yes. But it is true for a lot of these suppliers out there. Miriam, I regretted my diamond dot canvas, but it works for some people. Oh, yeah, to each their own, exactly. Let's see. Matt, Diamond Art Club and Diamond Dots are the only start to finish process manufacturers that have closer control over everything. Absolutely, yes. I love that Diamond Art Club has their own company. So exactly, they know the process, which is also why they can make their own colors now. I mean, you can't do that unless you have that control. That also explains why drills from same companies can even be different colors. Maybe different suppliers is all what manufacturers the Chinese manufacturer buys the drills from. Yes, and also different dye lots. It's the same with yarn. You know, maybe one time they put in like a drop extra of gray in the gray blue, so it would be a different color. Do I have any where you can see that? No, because most often I do buy the same dye lot. No, I'm trying to see if I have any where I bought several times, but no, I don't think so. But it has a lot to do with dye lots. And if you're not very specific with how much of each color you put in, you will have differences in color. Let's see, Darren. For full transparency, DAC does have great quality, and I would never take that away from them. However, I do think the customer service size is a real problem. Really? Did you have issues with the customer service? Because I have never had any issue. Never. They are so fast and they have solved my problems within minutes, really. Um, but again, you see that's I know other people who say that customer service have been horrible, and then I'm like, I don't get that, but it's different. Matt, even at the same time, same canvas, round and squares may be drastic different colors, even though made at the same time. But that is stylots. I see, Matt. I know Tima has had that problem before and had to entirely change enhancements because the two were so differently in finished product that even though they should be exactly the same. Matt, but the dialogues make even more sense that they may not even be from the same supplier. Maybe the formula is totally different, intentionally, not just by slight error percentage. But the DMC is the DMC. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you can see from Diamond Art Club, you can see sometimes there's a difference in dialogues before they got their own factory. I can't remember when that was that they started doing their own drills, but it hasn't been all the time. Haven't had and hasn't issues today with the grammar over here, but you know, there will be errors here and there, and even in the best company, that's that's just it. Nobody's perfect. It's like the rest of us. No company is perfect. But it can kind of like Darren. I mean, I know that Ellen will not be buying from Diamond Art Club again, if I remember correctly, because she had a bad experience with their customer service. And I have friends that had horrible experience with Dreamer Designs and their customer service. But Ellen Sunday said that she had issues with the 310 that was stuck, not just stuck together, but almost fused together. Um, and she contacted them, and bam, they rectified that in minutes. Whereas when Leanne wrote to them because they had sent her the wrong kit, they didn't rectify that. They almost didn't care. So maybe it's about what customer service employee you write to that day. That might be it. See, Darren says fact. Matt, but what I'm saying is they have a formula for the pigment to make a color. The factory would use that same formula every time. Should be really close. Yeah, you would think so. A totally different factory may have a completely different formula of pigment amounts to make their version of the color, and maybe they use a different pigment. That might be a different brand. I don't know. I will never claim to understand the science behind pigments and whatnot. I mean, as long as I get my drills and they are in good quality, I am a-okay. I'm not really, yeah, I'm not, sometimes I don't notice it. I mean, as long as the drills in the kit are the same color, you know, that I don't have two different shades of black, then I'm okay. I don't know. I mean, every now and then, I don't know if this is on purpose or if it's them on the factory maybe mixing different dialogues or whatever. But every now and then, for instance, in the oranges, I have had two slightly, like minimal uh, different uh, shades. And I don't really mind it because it brings life to the color. But in other shades, it will look horrible. Like, for instance, in the 310. But again, that's me. Matt, I have had nothing but the most amazing customer service from Diamond Art Club. I don't know if it's the employees or just how some people approach them. I think that is true too, how you approach them. Matt, that's also true. They are also buying pigments and raw materials from a multitude uh, of other suppliers. Exactly. This is also true, Matt. At the end of the day, we are all human, and sometimes people have bad days. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, Matt. I have only had one time where a DAC color was different than my stash. I keep them separate from all the other companies for that reason. I only save my drills from Diamond Art Club. I am considering, though, when I'm done with this kit, because it's so old, that I might not keep the drills. Also, because this is a mix of the 15 and 20 facets. So I might not keep these. I don't know. Matt, and it's impressive how consistent I found that drill's colors to be even over years. Yeah. I mean, even if I would take these drills and mix them in with my other ones, I have never, this is me, this is my experience. I have never had any color differences. But, yeah, Miriam, exactly, like with nail polish. Matt, yeah, I don't doubt the bad experiences that some had. And it may be entirely their customer service at fault. No, 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 no. And I also know that they have booted people out from buying. I know that um, because I know people who have been um, thrown out of the VIP Facebook group, who have had their accounts deleted, stuff like that. But again, I also know sometimes people haven't been very respectful. If you contact customer service and cuss them out, you can't expect them to reply in kind. You can't. Yeah. Miriam, sometimes one bottle can look slightly different to another, even though they're supposed to be the same shade. But yeah, again, Matt, but there are times I see posts of people complaining about the customer service, and I think to myself, well, you're clearly an asshole and probably treated like an asshole, so they responded in kind. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, you know what, if you wrote them in the same manner that you're writing right here, I kind of get it. You know, I remember the very first time I had to contact customer service was when I did my very first Diamond Art Club canvas, because that was back when they started doing the 20 faceted ones, the pyramid shaped ones. And apparently there had been some issues with the molds. So the resin hadn't gotten all the way down to the very top um, facet. So they had little holes in no, not all of them, but in some of the drills, the very top facet was hollow. And I work with my light pad so I could see it. I mean, if the light pad was off, you couldn't see it. But since I'm working with my light pad, I could see all those little holes. So I know I contacted them. And very specifically, I told them this is not a complaint. This is just to let you know. Because literally, when you didn't have the lights on it, you couldn't see it. But I wanted them to know that this had happened. And they were like, you know what? We will give you a 15% off gift card because it is not our standard. And I was like, thank you. That was not something I expected. So thank you. You see, Darren, it's all about how you approach it. In my experience, it was not a positive experience. And being a gay, I am kept being the guy I am, as you see, you need to. I kept receipts. That said, I have made peace with it. I just shop elsewhere. Cool, you know? It's kind of like me and Diamond Painting Deutschland. I just don't shop from them. Um, but I have zero shade on French using them, although I do want to support other stores moving forward when my stash lets me. Hi, Kimber. Welcome back. Yes, I am still here. You know me. I gap. You see, Matt, this takes out. My gay friends also keep receipts, not mental or drama receipts, but actual shopping receipts. Miriam gave up on Dreamer Designs. Let's see, Kimber. I came to the urgent care center. I think it's a sinus infection. Oh no! I'm so sorry, Kimber. Darren. Well, perhaps I do both. Yeah, well. Maybe. I don't, you know. Oh, Diamond Painting Deutschland? Yeah, that one was, I don't know. I don't know. Kimber, what am I doing? Right now I'm chit-chatting. My tablet died on me, so I had to do it like this. Thank God when you use StreamYard, it doesn't log out of it. You just so I had to go in on my computer and continue my live. And I don't really like the part where I am um, sitting with my side. Also, because of my clipper fail, I have a hard time turning my neck. So, yeah. Let's see, Darren. Well, that's it. Mia and Peeps, it's past midnight and I have an early start. Thank you so much for the company. Really nice being able to meet a live Mia and Peeps. You know, Darren, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you popping in. And if you want to do the same on Friday and you want to come on live, because on my 8 hours, I love having friends pop in. So thank you for being here and, you know, sweet dreams. And yeah, thank you for popping in. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for your inputs. And let's do that again another time. I love it. People say good night to Darren. Miriam can't wait for Friday. Me neither. Oh, I love my 8 hours. They are some of my favorite lives to do. Being able to gap for 8 hours with friends. Let's see, Darren, thank you all. Good night. I will see you Friday. Yay! Can't wait. And please go ask to come into my Facebook group again. Now I know. So, yeah. That is so cool. Well, I have been live almost 4 hours. Maybe, what is the time anyway? Yeah, maybe I should head out. See, David is arriving home right now, so maybe I should just pop off as well. So, yes, I think that is what I will be doing. I'm popping out. I will be back on Friday. And yeah, thank you so much for being here for however long you were here. And I will see you in my next video, which will most likely be a weapon chat one of the next days. And yeah, I love you all. Take care and good night. Mwah.